Hey yo, what is going on guys? Aswazit here and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be going to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix as you can see on the screen. Last episode it was not good for us, we DNF'd, but hey, at least this week I have good hopes and good wishes. I learned to control the car finally and this should go well without saying. This time around I'm pretty confident in the car because I have been driving pretty well recently, right? Let alone the first race actually, but I've been playing around a bit, making sure I know how the car handles, and we got ahead of the Aston Martin and one of the Haas's. We have Verstappen out qualifying us, but that makes sense. This car is not really that good around the circuit because it's very draggy at straights, but I'm still learning the track, and let's see what we can do in qualifying. Third lap of Q1, a single 10th green. We are on P15 only. I don't think we'll be able to get out of Q1, unfortunately. That's P11 actually. That's like quite good on a single 10. So we're already on our limit. Let's see if we get kicked out of Q1. Hopefully not though. And as of the looks of it, I think we're out. Oh, P20. Let's see where we can bring this up from. Let's hope the race is a good one. That's the best we can hope for actually. Being very optimistic here.
So here we are then, welcoming you today to one of the jewels of the Arab world. Jeddah, one of the biggest cities in Saudi Arabia, second only to Riyadh, gateway to Mecca. One of the biggest ports in the region and now host to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at a topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who will start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Perez, Sir Lewis Hamilton and Russell, Bottas, Fernando Alonso, Ocon and Pierre Gasly, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Lando Norris and Mick Schumacher, Vettel, Joe, Daniel Ricciardo and Lance Stroll, Albon, the owner-driver, Teo Porcher and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you here with us today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn one, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure their car is ready for the battle as the lights go out. As the cars make their way back to the starting grid to form up and get ready for lights out, let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one. It will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
So it is 5 red lights and away we go to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at Jeddah. This very nice street circuit. We don't really get a good start. We drop back a few places, but we make up more than one place than we started from. So that's pretty nice. Going around the outside, we can see we try to overtake one of the Alfa Romeos, but we can't. We'll stick behind and see if we can overtake him on the next lap. Now we tried once again because I was getting a bit impatient, but that led to nothing. We can see side by side going through the winding streets of Jeddah. This is one hell of a racing as I am forced a bit wide because of the bad air, or dirty air I think, yeah, dirty air as you call it. A bit wide, we lose a lot of time, but I think we'll be able to make it up. Now we can see on to the next lap, helmet cam, around Bottas, I believe that is, yeah, that should be Bottas, right. a very clean overtake. We check if he's back there. He still is. Now we will make sure that he isn't anymore, and we safely got the position ahead of us. Lap 3 behind Stroll. Let's see if we can take him on the final corner. And yes, we can, but he'll fight back since I went around the outside. He'll have a better line, and it's a drag race to the finish. Let's see who gets to the first corner first, and the position is his. We seem to be on the rise as we are a bit further in front than he is. And we'll try another move round the outside, which switches to the inside, and a perfect overtake. Very clean. Lap 4, we can see Lance Stroll coming back at us with DRS. And let's switch to Stroll camera. Right, and it wasn't such a clean defense. We actually drove up his inside, and I think we damaged our floor a bit too. But once again, we see on lap 7 Stroll overtaking us from Guan Yu Zhou camera. He seems to lose a bit of the car at the end of the straight, which was quite weird. I thought he was gonna crash, but he did not. Now we go round Stroll's outside on the bend around the final A, before a straight, right? The first straight actually. The bend before the first straight. We overtake him very nicely, but he will try to fight back at us. But the track won't allow him to do so, luckily for us. Lap 9, both of us are side by side, and looks like Stroll, he just disappeared. Let's see from cinematic camera what happened. Both of us side by side. Oh, Stroll seems to have locked up, which led Theo Pourchaire kind of past through and Guan Yu Zhou. Now we have an Alfa Romeo that we overtook a bit earlier behind us, and Stroll happened to overtake us last lap, and we pulled a Sebastian Vettel.
It looks like the pit crew are out in the lane and ready to perform their magic on the car. They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest pit stop time possible.
Nice stop. We can see some front wing damage. Yep, that will be our last pit stop, and let's hope we don't spin out. And I believe I know how to handle this car now, so we do not in fact spin out, and the car feels much nicer. Lap 20, we jump to that because nothing has happened. I am catching up to Sebastian Vettel is what has actually happened. Nothing behind us, no one trying to overtake me. Now next lap we can go up the inside on the same bend. We can try at least, but Vettel covers it off. Great driver. So we see the straight on lap 22. We can see from Vettel cam we have greatly overtaken him. Very nice, very clean. He can't fight back, unfortunately. Our tires did drop. But lap 24, let's see what we can do. Onto the ultimate lap. We're very close to Norris, 2.3 seconds. Let's see if we can get him actually. If we can, there's a chance of getting points, and Perez seems to be out of the Grand Prix. So there is a chance of getting points for us right now. I'm very excited. If you can't realize, this will be our first points. A great comeback. We can see Charles Leclerc has finished his race. Around we go. In first place, Charles Leclerc. What did you expect? But we have a bigger race of our own. Oh, we lost our rear a bit. And unfortunately, we seem to have we have lost Norris. And unfortunately, as of the looks of it, we will have to take P12, which is good enough for us. Honestly, I'm not really sad because that's a great race. But yeah, it was quite disappointing, while we could have gotten points at least. I hope I could have driven a bit better driver of the day. Great, amazing, nice.
Ferrari have really pulled it out of the bag today. It's a great win. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
So guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Guys, I'll see you in the next F1 video. See ya!